You're listening to Bruin Sports on YouTube, Bruin News Now YouTube channel. Welcome back. This is a live broadcast and webcast of St. Joseph Catholic School basketball, underwritten by C-Spire, Brown Bottling Group, St. Dominic's, Orange Theory, Bank Plus, and the Competa family. Welcome back today, Bruins. Today, St. Joe Bruins are going to be taking on the Adams County Christian School boys basketball team. Bruins are coming off a win last Friday, against the Central Hines Cougars. I think it was, Malik, do you remember the score?
No, I just know we won, I know we won.
I know we won. I think we had a slight 60 piece, so
yeah, it was I know we had about 60, 67.
I think it was maybe 67 to 37, 39, somewhere in there.
Yeah, it was somewhere around there.
Bruins had a good outing last Friday. They're hoping to bounce off of that, come off of that, and just come off harder and stronger and just play a lot better than they did last time. They had a little trouble grabbing some rebounds, a little getting back on defense, but I think they're just tonight going to been working on that all week at practice so far and, over the weekend, and hopefully they're going to come in today and just get the job done,
Yeah, the girls had a pretty good game. Held their team to about like 7, maybe 5 points, I think.
I think it was maybe 5 or 6 today. I think the score ended up being about 45 to 6.
It was really impressive.
Very impressive. Girls played a very impressive game. Hopefully the boys team can, come off of that and just do even better. It's always nice for the girls to catch a win before the boys because it just really brings the momentum in. It just brings the energy just to go ahead and get the game started, starting the night off with a win. And it's just a good thing. I talked to some of the coaches for the Bruins, and they're hoping today that we can, he said the ACCS, they're going to be athletic, but overall he thinks that we're the more technical team. We're going to be more technical. We're going to be able to sink the shots, and they just have a lot of athleticism. To win before the boys because it just really brings the momentum in. It just brings the energy just to go ahead and get the game started. Start the night off with a win, and it's just a good thing. I talked to some of the coaches for the Bruins, and they're hoping today that we can. He said the ACCS, they're going to be athletic, but overall he thinks that we're the more technical team. We're going to have revenge tour. We're going to be more technical. We're going to be able to sink the shots, and they just have a lot of athleticism before the boys because it just really brings the momentum in. It just brings the energy just to go ahead and get the game started. For a lot of these guys from last year, but you never know. And a lot of them might have grown up, might have been JV players. We didn't get a chance to see them last year. So Bruins, and they're just. I'm sure they got a couple returning guys. He said we'll have to see what the lineups come out and see if I can remember anybody that's returning. We're the more technical team. We're going to have revenge tour. We're going to go ahead and go over the shoe game for each team today. They just have a lot of before the boys because it just really brings the momentum. Just to go ahead and get the game started. For a lot of these guys from last year, but you never know. And a lot of them might have grown up, might have been JV players. We didn't get a chance to see them last year. So Bruins, and they're just. I'm sure they got a couple returning guys. He said we'll have to see what the lineups. The shoes go hard. I can remember another pair of shoes I'm liking over there is the revenge tour. The guy over there, go ahead and go over the shoe game for each team. I like those. Let's look at St. Joe's. T.Y. Tyler's got some pretty good shoes. I like chance to see them last year. I'm sure they got a couple returning guys. We'll have to see what the shoes go hard. Derek got some pretty good shoes. Another pair of shoes I'm liking over there is the Anchors I read. Go ahead and go over the shoe game for each team. I like watching let's look at St. Joe's. Watching the game. T.Y. Tyler's got some pretty good shoes. I like chance to see them last year. I'm sure they got a couple returning guys. We'll have to work on the free throws. Like I said last game, free throws can win games. They're very important, and Coach Howell notices that, and he works on them a lot. So
yeah, I remember when we used to play, he would have us to do free throw drills, where we'd go around and we'd have to make 2 free throws at all 6 of the rims that we have in our facility. And if we didn't make all 12 free throws in a certain amount of time that we'd have to run.
Do a suicide or something, and you don't want to have to do a suicide. I can handle it down and back, but a suicide was a little more dangerous, especially because he would time them sometimes. So
yeah, the time was it was a hard time to make.
You were running hard the whole time for sure.
I mean, at the same time, it's one of those things that it gets you in shape, and at the same time, it also
motivates you to get better.
Yeah. Really works on your skill also.
In other sports news for the Bruins tonight, the boys soccer team just came off a win against Lamar. I'm not sure of the score, but they did just come off a win. I think Fritz Barber played good in the goal, and a couple other key seniors that led the way for the soccer team. So, it's always good for them to see other sports thrive, even if we don't get a chance to live stream them. But they've been playing their heart out. I think they're actually nationally ranked, maybe for the soccer team. That's pretty impressive. It's always good to see a Bruins team out there nationally. So,
when does baseball season start?
Baseball season, I think it starts either the February 6th or 7th. We got Brookhaven Academy away. That's who we lost to in the playoffs last year. So it's a revenge tour for sure. We got a revenge tour for the Bruins. Got to try and come back, see if we can start the year off with a win. I mean, we've been working hard, putting in the work for baseball. So, and we've got a lot of we got 6 juniors, and they're all really good. So, and we got 2 seniors who are going to help us lead the way, and those 6 juniors right behind them. We got a chance to go far in baseball this year. But
it should be a good season.
Back to basketball though. Last Friday, if you're just not tuning in, the Bruins are coming off a win against Central Hines, and they're playing Adams County Christian today. So, they're just hoping to capitalize off of last week's win, and then the girls' game right before this, who just, had an amazing gameplay today. So let's just hope they can get the job done today and do what Coach Howe asks of them and needs. With about 1 minute left before the game, it looks like they're going to come in, get their last words in. What do you think Coach Howe's saying to these guys right now?
I think he's just telling them they've been doing pretty good all year. I think he's just telling them to keep on doing what they're doing, make open shots. Just got to keep on, just foot to the gas,
Foot on the gas pedal. All gas, no brake, indeed.
Yeah, never really give up. No giving up on a play. And I think Coach Sigler's going to call out the he's going to say the prayer and play.
Before we meet our starting lineups, let's all stand for a word of prayer and the playing of our national anthem. Please remove all headgear. Let's pray together. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Good and gracious God, we thank you for this beautiful day. We thank you for these 2 institutions of learning. We thank you for this game of basketball and the ability to come out tonight and do everything in your name. We ask that you keep our visitors from ACCS safe on their way home tonight, and we ask that you instill in these young athletes a sense of pride in what they do. We ask that you remind us that everything we do is for you and because of you. We ask this in your name. Amen. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bunkers singing air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you. And now, the starting 5.
So thank you, Coach Sigler, for that.
I always love a good prayer before a game. It just gets the mind right. Remembers that God is always first, no matter what.
Love God.
For ACCS, looks like we're going to have number 1 at the 1 spot, number 2 at the 2 spot. Man, 1-2. Is it going to be number 3? No, it's going to be number 4 at the 3. Looks like it's going to be number 11 at the 4, and it's going to be number 15 playing the 5 spot tonight. Let's check out their handshakes, see if they got any cool handshakes.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet.
Bruins have amazing handshakes today.
Looks like for the Bruins tonight, the starting lineup is going to be B.J. Cooley at the 1. Jay at the looks like Jay's gonna be at the number 2. Jan's gonna be at the number 3. James is gonna be at the 4, and Reggie's gonna be at the 5 spot tonight. Just a little bit.
At guard, senior number 5, Jay.
So a little something different. We got Coach Sigler calling the on the microphone today.
Coach Sigler is gonna be on the microphone today.
Number 25, Reginald Vaughn. And
You know, I think St. Joe definitely had the better handshakes for the starting lineups.
Yeah, it was by far one key point. One key part of the game is really the handshakes. You know. Great handshake, great mindset.
Indeed.
Great gameplay.
All right, opening tip-offs are sponsored by Marquita Bolden and Orange Theory Fitness. We thank them for their sponsorships. Let's see, James, you think he's going to win the tip right here?
Yeah, I got James. I got James all the time.
I got James, too. I'm going to put my money on James right here. And look at that.
Look at
Reggie
that.
grabs it right there, gives it to BJ.
Snatched by Reggie.
BJ Cooley passes it to Jay, number 5. He dribbles up the court. Let's see what they're going to set up here. Looks like, I think ACCS is going to be in a 2-3 defense. Jay has it at the top of the key, passes to Jan on the wing, passes it back to Jay at the top. James on the free throw line, Jan at the wing, BJ on the wing, passes it to James in the corner. He's trapped, passes it out to Jay, passes it to the corner with Jan. Gives it to Jay back at the top of the key. He's going to dribble out, see if he can slow something down. Gives it to Reggie down on the block. Couldn't quite hold on to it. Number 15 for the ACCS is going to throw it in.
It wasn't bad gameplay by the Bruins. Really, they were just moving the ball. But when it came down to that post, you just got to give it a little bounce pass.
Bounce passes. I mean, they did what they needed to do is kept the ball moving. That's what you need to do on a zone defense because, you know, it scatters them out. Number 1 has it at the top of the key for ACCS. BJ Cooley playing defense, that lockdown D from BJ. He dribbles to the wing. Gives it to number 11 at the free throw on the elbow. Number 15 has it in the corner. Ball's on the wing with number 1. He gives it back up to the top with number 2. He's looking for somebody to pass it to, see if they can set something up right here. We have Jay guarding him. Number 2 gives it to number 1 at the top of the key still. He's going to dribble out, pull it back, see if he can start something up. 15 goes to set a screen, but he goes the other way. Gives it to the number 4 on the block, but he ends up in the short corner. Goes up for the lay. That's good for ACCS.
That'll be their first points of the game.
Jay, number 5, brings it up the court for the Bruins. Looks like they're still in that 2-3 defense. He's going to probably set up a play right here to run.
Yeah, even last year, I think they've always been more of a 2-3 type team.
Reggie has it on the wing, gives it to BJ in the corner. BJ pulls a 3, just a little short. Number 11 for ACCS grabs the rebound. Number 1 brings it up the court. Guarded by number 5, Jay. He tells number 2 to get out of there. He's on the wing. Looks like it might have gone out of bounds, but I think he did call it out of bounds. It's going to be black ball, ACCS's ball. I mean, Malik, I don't know, but do you happen to know ACCS's mascot?
I want to say the Crusaders for some
Crusaders.
reason. But I feel like it's not at the same time.
I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll check on that and let y'all know, Bruins.
Yeah.
Number 4, Joseph down for the lay. Reggie gets a contest, but he still gets it in. It's going to be 4-0 for the Crusaders.
I think a key to this game is going to really be stopping him. He seems like one of their key players.
He's definitely very athletic, so it's going to be a timeout, I think called by the Bruins, see if they can slow down the momentum.
One thing about our team, though, is we're quite versatile on the floor, really. We have everybody on the floor can guard from 1 to 5, and it's honestly amazing to see a team like that. It helps a lot. It's a lot easier on defense.
Correction, the ACCS is the Rebels. I'm sorry. I did not mean the Crusaders. I meant the Rebels. Thank you to St. Dominic's for sponsoring timeouts, as well as Paul Loyakino Consulting and BB Photography. One at a time. Jan's going to give it in to Jay. He's going to bring it up the court for the Bruins. See, they're going to set something up here. He's going to give it to BJ on the wing.
Yeah,
He's going to give it back.
Have a play.
Gives it back to Jan on the wing. Jay at the top, BJ on the wing. Dribbles it out, see if he can pull it out, see if he can do something with it. Gives it back to BJ on the wing. Gives it to Jan in the slight corner. Back to BJ. Gives it up to James on the block, but he goes out to the corner. BJ's now at the top. Let's see. Reggie's in the elbow at the free throw line, but he gets the ball taken from him by number 1 for the Rebels. Number 4 gives it down. Charge for BJ Cooley.
Love to see it. Man.
Love to see it. That's just what you got to do in basketball. Like I said last game, charges, they really can change the tide of a game. He's coming in, going for a layup, and you just take a charge. And, it's a turnover and a foul on him and now you have the ball back.
It's almost as good as a steal.
Almost as good as a steal. Honestly, I might say it's better than a steal because you don't see a lot of people these days taking charges.
That's
Reggie, layup by Reggie.
It's a little nutmeg by, looks like it was BJ or maybe Jay.
Pass it between his legs.
Yeah. Love to see it.
Number 1 for the Rebels brings it up the court. Gives it to number 11 on the wing. Number 2 at the top. Gives it number 4 on the free throw. Let's see if he's going to drive in. Reggie's playing good defense. Good shot contest right there. James is going to tip it out of bounds. It's going to be the Rebels' ball. I was talking to Coach Morrison, one of the assistant coaches, before the game. He said, really, to win this game, they're just going to have to focus on each possession. They're going to have to go possession by possession. And, honestly, I agree with that because if you get just ready and you think you're going to win the game before anything can happen, you might just go in there and just be relaxed, and then they just might jump the gun on you and surprise you.
And I think number 2 for HCS is a little hurt.
He
dived for that ball on the ground. He was screaming timeout, ref, and I think he might be a little banged up. He might be okay now, though.
He was putting in the effort for the play. That's what coaches love to see.
Coaches love to see players with that dog.
That dog mentality, indeed, yes. The whole Bruins team honestly has that dog mentality.
It's got that dog,
Looks like to be the same lineups coming back out. Score is 4-2. The Rebels are up with 4 minutes and 23 seconds left in the first quarter. It's going to be a throw-in. It's going to be a throw-in for the Rebels.
Some sort of stack.
Gives it to number 1 at the wing, right out by the out of bounds on the left side. Tough screen right there. Didn't work out though. Number 1 lost the ball. Number 15 sets the screen. Looks like a little double team, but Reggie gets back to his man. Gives it back to number 1. Tried to pass it. I don't know if he tried to pump fake or what, but looks like it slipped out of his hands. Jay is all over this guy. Looks like it was a 5-second violation right there.
Yeah, I believe so. I think he didn't get the pass off in time.
He put pressure on him, so he couldn't.
It was pretty hard for him.
Couldn't get a pass off, so the 5 seconds right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jay at the top of the key.
Oh, James gonna get a dunk.
Oh, alley-oop! He goes back up though. Might have been a foul.
That was a close one.
I saw that one. That call could go either way, honestly. He might have got it clean, but from this angle, looks like he might have gotten a little wrist. But
man,
number 2 at the top of the key for the Rebels. Looks like he's telling number 15 to come up for the free throw line. Didn't work out.
Yeah, I think they're
gets it to number 4 goes up. Layup for number 4.
Yeah, the key to the game is really just going to be stopping number 4.
Yeah, I think. He's driving in every time. Looks like he's maybe favoring the right side of the goal, so we're going to have to see what we can do with that. Number 4 now has 6 points on the game. Jay drives in, gives it to BJ, who goes for a little floater. Reggie grabs the rebound. It's going to be white ball, says the refs. I think an ACCS player might have tipped it on the way out.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Looks like maybe BJ's going to try to get a shot right here.
Reggie pops out. Couldn't get it to him. Jay's going to be right there. BJ gives it to Reggie. Gives it back to Jay at the top. Jance shoots a 3. A little long.
James fighting for the rebound.
James was fighting for the rebound. what they call.
I think it's going to be Bruin's ball.
Bruin's ball. That's what you love to see.
Love to see it.
I mean, yeah, honestly, Malik, this really does look like a whole new starting lineup from last year for the ACCS Rebels.
Yeah, I think they only have 2 starters from last year, but everyone else from like bench to starters, I haven't seen many of them.
Yeah. But, you know, these days there's always people coming in, people leaving. It's just part of the game now. I mean, guys could have been from JV, you know, finally got the chance to come up, so.
It all started with
LeBron. 3 by BJ Cooley. Score is now 6-5. Went from a 4-point game to a 1-point game. Oh, BJ gets a steal, goes for the layup. I mean, hustle defense right there by BJ. Just made a 3, and he's already back.
And number 4 on the fast break. He's going to get a try to shoot that one on Reggie, but he wasn't.
Jay dribbles it down the court, goes for a fast break. A little spin move right there. Gives it to BJ in the corner. Couldn't hold on to it for a little bit. Gives it back to Jay. Gives it to Jan in the corner. He dribbles in. Floater.
Nice finish by James. Oh, wait.
Wonderful finish, but I think they called a charge. On Jan. Number 15 took the charge right there. That's going to be Jan's first foul of the game.
The Bruins are going to stay in this full court press.
Bruins are in a full court press. Jay tries to cut him off. Gives it to number 1 on the right side of the court. Still has it. Jan's guarding him. Gives it to number 11 for the Rebels. Number 11 is guarded by number 11, BJ Cooley. Number 15 goes up. James is in his way, though, and he cannot convert. Jan's driving in. Goes for, I think, the pass to James. Ooh.
Looks like he was fouled there. Refs didn't see it, though.
Looks like number 11's going to have the ball, bringing it up the court for the Rebels. Guarded by number 11, BJ Cooley.
ACCS is going to sub in 2 guards right now.
Looks like number 0 and number 3 are going to sub in for the Rebels. On the floor, not a shooting foul, but it's going to be a foul on number, I think, 25, Reggie. Yeah, it's going to be Reggie's first foul. It's going to be a throw-in for the Rebels. Number 2 is going to be throwing in the ball. Number 3 and number 0 just checked in for number 15 and number 1. So it's going to be a new 5-man and a new point guard, it looks like. Gives the ball to number 0 at the top of the key, guarded by number 5, Jay. Ooh, hits a little bounce pass to number 4. Get the ball, and there we go. Bring it up the court. Jan on the wing. A little fast break. Jay's going to pull it out, slow it down. Jan gives it to James on the block. James going to go for the layup. Ooh.
Looks like he was
man.
Right there. The rest didn't really see it, though, again.
Gives it back to Jay at the top of the key. Gives it to BJ on the wing. See if anybody's there. He was looking for somebody on the block. James at the free throw line couldn't quite hold on to it. It's going to give it back out to BJ, who gives it to Reggie in the short corner, who gives it to Jay at the top of the key. Jay's going to pull it out. You know, he's trying to set something up here with 16 seconds, left in the quarter. Looks like they're going to maybe go for the 1 shot. Number 2 is going to be all alone, but Jan's right there to play defense. And it's going to be white ball after number 2 could not hold on to the ball for the Rebels. So it's going to be the Bruins throw-in. With 5 seconds left, he's going to try and let it roll, get it down the court. Looks like he's going to come. Number 3 tried to come steal it, but Jay's right there. And he's going to probably put a shot off before the quarter up. And no good.
Not in the first quarter. Scored 7-6. Seemed like they scored a lot more. And that second quarter is sponsored by Total Health Care. That first quarter was sponsored by Doug and Trisha Harris.
Thank you, Doug, and thank you, Miss Trisha. You know, Miss Trisha works in the front office of the school. Lovely lady, love her.
Yeah.
She's super nice. She helps coordinate all the tours at St. Joe's. So if you have a tour, contact Trisha Harris if you would like to come see around the beautiful campus of St. Joe.
Amazing campus. Student-led tours also. Just so you could get the experience.
You know, me and Malik have led a few tours ourselves, and I don't mean to brag or anything, but I think maybe 2 of the 3 people we've given a tour to have come to St. Joe's.
Yeah,
so
I think we're 66%.
It's not a bad percentage right there.
From the, I want to say 3, but I don't even know what to say.
If you would like to book a tour, call 601-848-4800. excuse me. Looks like I might have had the phone number wrong. Excuse me, 601-898-4800 to if you would like to book a tour. Looks like it's going to be the same lineup as the starters coming back out for the Bruins, and it's going to be the same as who went off for the Rebels. It's going to be number 11, number 2, number 0, number 3, and number 4 on the court for the Rebels. Looks like it's going to be a throw-in from number 0 to number 2, who earlier in the game we mentioned we did like his shoes, so let's see if he can do anything with them. Number 2 drives in, but Reggie gets a tip, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Rebels. Right there next to St. Joe's bench. Number 4 has the ball, drives in, goes up for the layup. Couldn't convert. Reggie gets the rebound, gives it out to number 2 in the outlet. Jan, he's going to bring it up the court, guarded by number 2 for ACCS. Gives it to Jay in the corner, puts up a 3.
And he doesn't
and
miss
it's
those.
Good.
He does not miss those.
He does
Over
not.
To PE we were playing, and
he doesn't miss those, indeed. He makes all the shots. Number 2 drives in, gets his number 4, who goes up for the layup and couldn't convert. And that three-pointer, and a dunk by James!
Oh dunk by James.
Thank you to C-Spire for sponsoring that dunk. Let's hope we have to say that name a lot more tonight. See if James can get a couple more dunks. Number 0 is in the corner, guarded by number 11. Reggie tries to guard him, but
the momentum right now is just insane.
It's like number 5, Jay, is going to bring it up the court for the Bruins. Gives it to Jay. Reggie has it on the free throw line. James gets it on the block, goes up for a little shooting foul for number 0.
James is going to get 2 free throws right here, it looks like.
Looks like the coach wasn't happy right there. I'm not sure about what, but these free throws are sponsored by the Crest Group. Thank you for sponsoring our free throws. Let's see if James can sink both of them. Score is currently 11-8 for the Bruins, with 6 minutes and 55 seconds left in the second quarter.
James makes his first free throw. And he's going to make the second one too. 100% from the free throw line right now for James.
Looks like it's going to be a pass in from number 2 to number 11. Number 11 is going to bring up the ball. I mean, he started the game, I think, maybe a shooting guard or a small forward, and now he's become a point guard. You know, I like his shoes too. Looks like, kind of like a coral theme, like the ocean, but.
Yeah, they were really creative today with the shoes.
Mm-hmm. Are there some KDs? Can't go wrong with some Kyries or some KDs, you know.
Amazing shoes.
Drives to the left, drives baseline, looking in the corner. Number 11 tries to give it to number 2, but couldn't get the pass. Looks like Reggie tipped it. Excuse me. BJ has it, drives in. Looks like they're going to call a foul on the floor, maybe a reach in by number 11.
And they're saying that it's on BJ.
A foul on BJ. I'm not quite sure what that foul would be, but I'm not exactly sure what you would call that foul. I think he might have reached around and pushed him away, but we'll see.
No telling.
No telling. Coach Howe seemed visibly upset about that one, but, I mean, it's how the game goes. You hate to see it, but it's just how it is. Looks like the bench is getting into it, chanting a little defense going on right now. Number 11 drives it in, gets it to number 2 on the wing. Number 2 drives in middle. BJ takes a steal. Jay, it's a one-on-one. Number 0 comes to the backside, but he still goes up for the layup. And, looks like both of them tried to go. James puts it back up, and it's good.
And that shot by James was sponsored by the Irwin family.
Thank you, Irwin family, for sponsoring all layups and field goals. Jan's going to guard number 11 at the top of the key. Number 4 is going to set a screen. Didn't do much good right there. He stepped over the screen. Number 4 drives middle, goes in for the layup. Looks like James might have got a hand on it, but it still went in. I mean, I think number 4 might have almost all of their points so far. I think he might have 8 or 10. So he's definitely the guy in this. The remaining of the game we need to shut down in order to shut down that ACCS team. The energy is high in here tonight.
Something brewing in the atmosphere, some might say. And that's going to be a shot by, who was that? I'm not sure. I think it might have been James. That shot was sponsored by Jolly Orthodontics.
If you need your teeth fixed and you need braces, go call Jolly Orthodontics. Gives it to number 2 at the top of the key. Looks like he got a tip pass. Jay brings it up the court, gives it to Jan, who goes up for the layup. Called a blocking foul. It's going to be 2 shots for the Bruins. It's going to be a foul on number 11 for the Rebels. First free throw from Jan's going to be good.
Nice little shot. Score 18-10 with 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Bruins up by 8.
Each team has 3 fouls. I think that was number 11's first foul of the game. Jan misses the second free throw. Rebels grab the rebound. Looks like number 1's going to be checking back into the game for the Rebels. Number 2 comes over for the screen. Gives it to number 0 in the corner, who goes up for the layup. Gives it to number 15, who's trying to post up. Doesn't make it good on the. It's going to be white ball. It was bobbling around in their hands over there trying to grab the rebound and ended up going out of bounds. Off probably a Rebels player. It's going to be the white Bruins ball. Excuse me. Speaking a little too fast.
Looks like Bruins probably just going to try to slow the pace down a little bit. Get some good shots here and try to increase the lead.
You know, it's good to see that we're on top early with the whole second half left because, you know, when you get started early and you get on top early, like I said, the Rebels are probably going to start trying to force shots, and they're going to try and start putting up things you don't need to be putting up.
Yeah.
And a good team will remember that they just need to slow it down, and if they can slow it down and get the shot they want, then it'll go their way, which is what the Bruins have been doing so far. So it's always good to see. Number 1 is checked into the game for the Rebels. He's looking for somebody to give it to. Passes it to number 15. Jan got a hand on it, but he couldn't get it in time for it to become our possession. Looks like number 15 might have passed it off of Reggie's foot, and it ended up out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in on the baseline for the Rebels. Gives it to number 1, who cuts in, puts up a fadeaway, and gets it in. I mean, that's an impressive shot right there. I mean,
yeah, nice little shot by number 1.
He was falling over, fading away, he still sank it. So Jan's going to be on the wing, gives it to James at the top, gives it to Jay over on the wing, who gives it to Jan, who gives it to James, who passes it to Reggie, who's right up under the goal for an easy layup.
That's just the best way to really break this zone 2-3 that they have, just really passing the ball and getting it to the post.
Yeah.
But I'd say I have my odds on Reggie and James.
Yeah. Number 11 puts up a shot for the Rebels, air ball, but then it's going to be an and 1 for number 15. You know, I think, honestly, if the Bruins can just shut down the paint, they should be pretty good. I haven't seen the Rebels take any outside shots yet. They've been trying to really focus on driving in the paint. So Reggie, James, if Derek or Chase checks in the game, if they can just shut down that paint, we should be pretty all right. Free throw good for number 15. It's the 15th point of the game for the Rebels. Jay has it at the top of the key. He drives in, passes it out to BJ on the corner, who goes up for a 3. A little long. James gets the rebound, though. Gives it back to Jay on the corner. Jan at the top, BJ in the wing. A little sketchy pass right there, but it worked out. Jay at the top. He's going to back it out, get our spacing right. BJ gives it back to Jay at the top. Jay goes for a 3. Ooh, thought that was going in.
Yeah, it was a pretty close one.
Looked good right there. Jay's going to be guard number 1, who brings the ball up the court for the Rebels, who gives it to number 11 in the exact same spot he was standing. A little handoff right there. Number 15 sets a screen. Reggie's now guarding 11, but he got off of him a little too early. Ooh, charge.
Pushed off, yeah. Or it might have been charge, yeah.
I think James took the charge right there. Good call. You know, because if he wouldn't have passed that away and James wouldn't have been there, would have had a wide open layup. So good for James for taking that charge. With 2 minutes left in the first half, it's going to be a 5-point game. Bruins have 20. The Rebels have 15. A pretty good crowd here for the Bruins tonight, Malik, especially just on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, huge crowd. Bruins always going to support their
fellow Bruins.
Yeah, fellow Bruins.
Jay has the ball, bringing it up the court for the Bruins. See what he can do here. See if he, might call an ISO or something. Get a little alley-oop. A little something.
I think they're
maybe a high-low play or something like that.
I wanted to say a dunk maybe by James.
Ooh, floater by Jan. That goal was sponsored by the Hamilton family. Thank you, Hamilton family. Number 1 drives, tries to go baseline. Jay cuts him off. He's going to dribble it back up to the top of key, see if he can probably get something started. He's going to dribble it out. So, see if they can just get something rolling here, see if they can get a play set up. Just give them a little time to call out a play, especially, in Mississippi high school basketball, there is no shot clock. So they can take as long or as short as they want on an offensive possession.
Yeah, I think all throughout this high school in the South, there's really no shot clock.
I know
from in the North.
I know a couple places have like a 40-second shot clock, but I mean, 40 seconds in a basketball possession is still a really long time. So, I mean, either way, you can still hold the ball for a good little bit.
I know a lot of the basketball teams in the North, they like to they'll get up in a lead by like 20, and the rest of the game they'll just hold the ball.
It's going to be a layup by the Rebels. BJ brought the ball out for the Bruins. He's at the top of the key. Looks like he's telling Jay to come get the ball, come run the point. Jan and James are going to be on the wings. BJ's going to be at the free throw line. Chase checked in the game. He's going to be on the block. James has it on the wing. He's looking for somebody to give it to. Looks like Coach Howe's calling something out. Probably a one shot before the end of the quarter. That way we can't let – number 2 comes for the steal, but Jay was ready, and it was a foul by the Rebels. Number 2 had that foul. It's going to be the first foul for number 2 for the Rebels. Jay drives in, 2 seconds left. He better put it up. He's got 1 second. Ooh. Hits the little string at the top of the backboard that suspends the goal up. Going into the half, it's going to be the 22 for the Bruins and 17 for the Rebels. I mean, Malik, what do you think we've done good so far, and what do you think we need to, maybe work on a little bit here in the second half?
So far, I think we've done pretty much everything right. We just need to really stop on defense. We need to stop number 4, I think. And if we do that, then I think we'll be good.
I mean, we've been playing pretty good offense. I mean, we've been getting the shots. We just got to sink them, but that comes with time. And I think it's just going to boil down to being able to, not even just number 4, just the whole team. We need to, maybe shut off the paint, keep them on the perimeter, see if they can shoot a little bit, see if we can let them shoot. And, I mean, if they start making those shots, then we're going to have to figure something else out. But right now, I just haven't seen them, sink a 3 or anything yet. So,
yeah,
I think if we can just shut down the paint, we should be all right. I mean, we're winning right now, so let's just keep it that way, and the Bruins should come out with the dub tonight. And then rolling into Friday, which is another home game. So me and Malik will be back Friday night.
I think it'll be senior night.
Senior night. I think, Malik, I think we might be in some suits all dressed up, for senior night.
Yeah, I think it should be a good one.
Should be a good one.
Y'all should come out if you want.
Yeah, Bruins, make sure to come out Friday night. Can't imagine what else you got going on Friday night in the middle of January. It's going into MLK weekend, so, start your long weekend off with a Friday night basketball game and then maybe go on vacation, enjoy that Monday off. But, it all starts with catching a dub right now. We'll be back with about 2 minutes left before the third quarter starts. Thank you, Bruins. The second quarter was sponsored by Total Healthcare Solutions. Thank you for that.
And we are at the halftime here at the Bruin Den, where the Bruins lead ACCS 22-17. I'm Terry Casarino. And as I said, this is the halftime show. This halftime show is sponsored by Bright Business Solutions and the Compretta family. It's been a big night of sports here on campus with the varsity girls team just really dominating and overwhelmingly defeating ACCS in the game just before the boys. And now the boys are out front 22-17 after playing the first half of basketball. A couple of things to remind everybody who's listening and watching on Bruin Sports Radio on the Bruin News Now channel. here on YouTube. This Friday, the Bruins return to action. 4 games on Friday. The JV girls at 4, the JV boys at 5, the varsity girls at 6, and the varsity boys at about 7:15. We'll be playing host to St. Al, the St. Al Flashes over in Vicksburg. They'll be here on campus for a night of basketball here on Friday, so come on out and join us. Admission is $8 a person. St. Joe students admitted free. Faculty admitted free. So come on out and join us. This will be a big night because it's senior night. And they'll be honoring the senior basketball players of their varsity girls and varsity boys teams in between the boys and the girls games. A couple of quick reminders about what's coming up at St. Joe. We are in the second week of the second academic semester. Coming up at St. Joe is our big fundraiser, our biggest fundraiser of the year, the St. Joe Drawdown, the Jeans, Jazz, and Bruin Blues Drawdown. This event is scheduled for Saturday, January 28th at the Country Club of Jackson from 6 to 9 p.m. Admission to this event is $130 a couple, and here's what that gets you. This is a really good deal. For $130 a couple, you will attend the Jeans, Jazz, and Bruin Blues Drawdown. You'll dine on a wide selection of food, enjoy an open bar of call brand liquor, take a chance on gift baskets, participate in auctions, and possibly win the grand prize of $10,000. Here's just a sample of what you can expect. You can expect the Bruin Bucks, which is a series in a collection of different gift baskets that have been curated by classrooms, grade levels, 7th grade, 8th grade, middle school, faculty. There's all a selection of different gift baskets. And some of these gift baskets will include a Next Grill 4-burner stainless steel gas grill, an Apple products basket, a lottery scratch-off tree with $275 in scratch-off lottery tickets. On these, you can take chances on for $10 a chance. You'll have an opportunity to participate in the Wall of Cheers. Purchase a numbered cork for $25, and that'll correspond to a bottle of liquor or a bottle of wine, and both will be valued at a retail price of at least $25 each. So it's a win-win situation there. You'll have a live auction, and up for live auction bids on Saturday night, the 28th of January, some really neat items, including a signed Stephen Curry Golden State Warriors basketball jersey, a signed DeMario Davis New Orleans Saints football jersey, and a stay at Winter Park, Colorado. If you like to go skiing, you can bid on that. We'll also have a silent auction, which will be various items that you can bid on in a silent auction, such as a nice collection of tools from around the home from Home Depot, or dining packages to local restaurants, or packages to local hair salons, a Lincoln Lux leather bag, and a necklace from Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry in Ridgeland. And of course the grand prize, which is $10,000 in cash. This is a great event, a great night out for you and your spouse, a chance to come out and see what St. Joe's all about, meet some of the people at St. Joe, talk to folks, and support Catholic education. Again, tickets are $130 a couple. You can purchase them at St. Joseph Catholic School, 308 New Mansdale Road in Madison, just off the interstate. We're about a mile away from the interstate, just west of the interstate. You can purchase the tickets there. You can also purchase them online at www.stjoedrawdown.com. That's www.stjoedrawdown.com. And I must advise you, there's a limited number of tickets available for this event. So if you want to go, I'd advise you to get out there and get on the line tonight and purchase your tickets before it sells out. Now, this is a big event, and it will sell out. So get your spot, reserve your spot, and come on out and join us on Saturday the 28th at 6 o'clock for a really nice night with you and your spouse or special someone. John Gibson Etherly, our play-by-play announcer tonight, mentioned about taking tours at St. Joe, and they are student-led. John Gibson Etherly and Malik Yeju are two of the students who lead groups around campus and tour this very spacious and beautiful landscape, St. Joseph Catholic School campus out here in Madison. If you're interested in seeing what St. Joe is all about, if you're interested in taking a tour with your child, come on out and visit St. Joe and give Tricia Harris a phone call at 898-4800. That's 601-898-4800. She'll be happy to schedule a tour and a personal visit. She'll fill you in on all the details about what St. Joe's all about. You'll get to meet some of the great kids who go to school here and take a tour and see what St. Joe's all about. Again, that's 601-898-4800. Ask for Tricia Harris and schedule yourself a tour out at St. Joe. Again, this is the halftime show sponsored by Bright Business Solutions and the Compretta family. And we are at halftime with the score 22-17. The Bruins up over ACCS. We're about a minute and a half away from second half action. And I'm about to turn this show over to Malik Edju and tonight's voice of the Bruin basketball, John Gibson Etherly. And here they are. I'll turn it over to them.
All right, so we're back, guys. About a minute and 15 till the boys' game starts back up. Scored 22-17. Right now, it's been a pretty good game of basketball, and before we left, we were listing just a couple of the key things that the Bruins really need to focus on to win this game.
Yeah. I got a chance to speak to Coach Clay, another one of the assistant coaches for the Bruins, and he said really it's just cleaning up the little things, not forcing anything, getting those open shots. And then when we get those open shots, we got to sink those open shots and, just tighten it up just a little bit on defense. He said, like I've been saying, shutting down the paint. But, going into the half when you're already up, what do you think Coach Howe has to say to these young men?
I think he's just telling them you really just gotta keep the foot on the pedal. Really, they gotta increase this lead by a little bit so that before they can get a little bit comfortable. Because really, 5 points isn't that much. They can score 5 points in just a matter of seconds. Really, anything can happen in basketball. And honestly, it should be a good one to see. Looks like Jan Michael is going to be taking the ball out.
Hey, Jan.
And looks like Jay's going to get the ball.
Everybody at St. Joe here, we're all friends. I'm pretty good friends with all the basketball players. Me and Malik are pretty good friends. We hang out outside of school. Looks like BJ had a little trouble. Was he messing around and knocked it off? Jay for the three. Number 15 gets the rebound for the Rebels. Number 11 gets it to number 1, who brings it up the court. Looks like number 1's back to running the point after he got subbed out a little bit for the second quarter, but he came back in. Jay, number 5 for the Bruins, is going to be guarding number 1. Oh, Jay tips it. He's going to get the steal. He gets it to look at BJ. BJ's wide open in the paint. Jay's going to go for it himself with the layup, and that's a good.
That was sponsored by the Hamilton family.
Looks like it's number 2 is going to have it at the top of the key for the Rebels. Scores 24-17 here at the beginning of the third quarter. If you're just tuning in, St. Joe Bruins are taking on the ACCS Rebels tonight in a district matchup here on a beautiful Tuesday night. We're just starting the third quarter. Number 11 has it on the wing. Number 1 at the top of the key, guarded by number 11, BJ Cooley. Number 1 dribbles it out. Looks like he's trying to tell somebody to start a play. He loses the ball, but he gets it back. Number 11 at the top of the key. Let's see here what he's going to do with it. Number 15 sets a screen. Reggie's guarding him, but he gets back. Number 2 is going to be guarding him now. Number 2's on the wing. So far we're doing a pretty good job of shutting down the paint. Number 2 just passed it right to Reggie. Might have been targeting number 15, but got it to Reggie instead. Looks like it might have been a little triple team right there. BJ from the wing for a 3. Rolled in and out. Hate to see when that happens,
Yeah. One thing I saw in that last play by Jay is he really drove the ball down the baseline, and it kind of shifted the defense over to the left, opening up that side for BJ to get that shot.
Yeah. Number 11 is going to drive in for the Rebels, gives it to number 15, who's going to go up, but a shot contest by Reggie leads him to shooting it a little wide. Not going to be good for them. Jay's going to bring it up. Jan in the corner for a 3.
Reggie with the rebound.
Reggie with the rebound and the putback.
Love to see it.
Love to see it. That shot right there was sponsored by the Irwin family. Thank you, Irwin family. You know, I'm hoping before the game's over we can get a couple more dunks from James.
Yeah, man. James with the dunks. It's just really a game momentum changer.
Yeah. Ooh, might have one right here.
Ball loose.
On the floor, caught a foul. On looks like it's going to be Jay. Might have clipped his leg or something right there. Some people are booing that one, but I mean, honestly, in all fairness, I think that might have been a foul. Looks like number 1 for the Rebels is going to throw the ball in, or looks like he's waiting for somebody to throw the ball in. Number 2 is going to come up.
Looks like we've been doing pretty good on fouls this game. And
I'm not sure what's happening right now. Looks like they might be joking around or something. Oh, BJ tipped it. It's going to go out of bounds. Rebels going to throw it in again. BJ's playing some tight defense right there on the person who's throwing it in. Gives it to number.
Gets in his head, really.
Gives it to number 1. He's going to bring it up the court. Let's see what he does with it here. All in him. Number 4 has the ball. He's checked back into the game. Shoot. On the floor, it was a foul, but maybe a blocking foul or something. I'm not completely sure. Maybe James didn't get all the way over. It's going to be the 2nd foul on James.
Bruin's doing pretty good on fouls this game. You know, last game we had about 3 people in foul trouble.
I mean, so far, I mean, we really don't have any fouls or anybody that's too deep in fouls. We have a couple people with 2, maybe a couple people with 1. Ooh, looks like it might have been a charge. Reggie tried to get the charge. James is bringing it down the court. Oh, they called it a foul. And he wanted that dunk right there. Man, you just
sucks.
You hate to see it when he doesn't get to complete that dunk because you saw it.
Everything.
I mean, Malik, you're sitting right here with me. I saw he was ready to throw that thing down.
James was just
He looked like he was ready to boom it on somebody.
Man.
I don't know where he's going with the ball.
I think there might be a slippery spot on the floor.
Slippery
possibly.
spot, maybe.
Not sure what it is.
Somebody needs to bring a towel over. Look at Coach Clay coming in clutch with the towel.
Oh, and shout out to shout out to Jay Smith, number 5, our point guard for St. Joseph Catholic High School. Amazing guy, you know.
Hey, Jay. Man, Jay, we got to make some more shots, you know.
Yeah,
he knows I'm messing with him now. Jay's gonna have the ball. He's gonna bring it to the top of the key. They're still running that 2-3 defense. I mean, they probably won't because I think they ran. Oh, alley-oop for James. Just a little high. Pass was a little high from BJ. Thought he might have had it right there.
James got up there though.
James did get up there. We haven't got to say blocked by James this game either.
We haven't.
That's
a classical one.
Classic meme right there, but it just really fits.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get a couple blocked by James. He's going to drive in. Reggie's playing defense. He's going to come over and help. Number 5, Jay, is going to be guarding number 1 for the Rebels. Jay gets a steal. It's going to be a one-on-one. He's going to go for the layup. Shooting foul, maybe. No, but it's a layup. He sinks it. And that layup was sponsored by Jolly Orthodontics. Thank you, Jolly Orthodontics, for the sponsorship.
Bruin's increased the lead by 11 points already.
Number 2 sets the screen. Ooh, thought Jay had it right there. I'm still waiting for Jay to get his first in-game dunk. Jay's still playing tough D. He's going down. Number 11 is going to be there to guard him, but shooting foul. Ooh, came down a little hard. I don't think number 11 meant anything by it, but he definitely came in there, and I think Jay might have got one of his legs clipped out, but I mean,
he hit his head on that padded.
Good thing there's a pad there. It's not just the brick wall, though. Could have hurt a lot worse.
Yeah.
It's going to be the first free throw. Thank you to the McCarty family for sponsoring this free throw that is about to be shot. Hopefully Jay is okay. He hit a little fall.
Bruin's still up by 11. Scored 28-17. 3 minutes and 53 seconds left right now.
First free throw from Jay. He works on these, so hopefully he can sink these right here. First one.
Makes it.
And it's good.
It's good.
Swish.
Like we said before, Coach Howell always has his players working on his free throws.
You know, so far in the second half, I think not a different team, but we've definitely been playing with a lot more intensity on defense. I mean, as you just saw, Jay, he went for the steal, ended up at the three-point line on the other side, and came all the way back and got a steal not even 5 seconds later. So, I think Coach Howell had said something to him to get them riled up, play some defense. We've been shutting down the paint. BJ, number 2, drives in. BJ cuts him off. Jay's out there to guard number 1 for the Rebels. Number 4 sets a screen. You know, they haven't targeted number 4 as much as they did in the first half.
Yeah. I don't know if it might be the I'm not sure what it is, honestly.
I don't know, but he was a key contributor for the Rebels the first half, but so far he hasn't. I think he's had maybe 1 or 2 chances to score. Blocked by Reggie right there.
Amazing block.
Oh, gives it to Jay all alone. Layup.
Off 2 feet. Nice and simple.
Fundamentals right there. That's what you need to see is just the fundamentals. That's guaranteed to go in every time. You can't miss those shots, and we make them every time up here at St. Joseph Catholic School. We just don't miss. Number 4 just got his first target. Number 4 just made his first basket of the game. Not of the game, excuse me, of the half. We're just going to have to focus on shutting down that paint again.
Yeah.
Looks like number 5 is going to, for the Rebels, is going to get ready to check into the game. BJ on the wing with the ball. Pass it from James. Steal by number 2 for the Rebels. Stole it from BJ. Gives it to number 4. James tips it, though.
Nice.
Jan gets it. Gives it to Jay, who's going to dribble it up the court. It's a 2-on-2. He might go for the layup, but he's going to opt to dribble it out. Gives it to Jan at the top of the key, who gives it to James, who shoots a 3.
It's the first one we've seen by him all day.
Thought James had going to be a foul on Jan.
Bruin's up by 13.
Looks like he got in the way of the number 4 who was dribbling it down the court. It's going to be a sideline throw-in for the Rebels. It's going to be Jan's second foul of the game. Separated themselves from the Rebels. Number 4 takes a shot from the free throw line, couldn't sink it. Reggie gives the ball to James. Tried a little hop step, I think, right there, but couldn't hold on to the ball.
Euro step.
Need to get back on defense right here. James. Jay gets the steal. Gives it to BJ. Uh-oh. What's going to happen? Oh, no. That can't happen. Everybody gets a miss or two. I think BJ, BJ's a good enough player. He'll come back and make up for that, though.
Yeah, he's going to be back. Probably going to give us even some more points after that little incident.
Malik, I thought he was getting ready to dunk it right there because I remember back in middle school he dunked in a game versus Pisgah. So
yeah, that was a nice one.
He just made up for it right there. Made a 3. Look at that. BJ, number 11, made a 3 from the corner for the Bruins. Thank you to Bryant Clark Law Firm for that shot. Jan's going to be guarding number 11 on the wing for the Rebels. Number 3 sets a screen. Comes in, number 11 shoots. It's going to be a shooting foul on Jan. It's going to be his 3rd foul of the game. Looks like Charlie, number 3 for the Bruins, is going to be getting ready to check in, and number 0 for the Rebels is getting ready to check in. Number 3 is such a good number, Malik. I really like that number.
I like it too.
Especially in the Catholic faith. You learn here at St. Joe that number 3 does have a very big meaning.
Yeah, it's very symbolic all throughout the Bible. You have the Trinity. What else do you have? You have the 3 synoptic gospels.
You have the, you have the 3 Easter days: Good Friday, the Saturday, and the Sunday.
It's just so symbolic.
Another number that's symbolic in the Bible is 7.
Yeah, 7.
And
the number of perfection.
7 days to create the world, and then 40 is another big number. Jesus spent 40 days in the desert. The Israelites spent 40 years in the desert. Those are a couple numbers that are very symbolic in the world, especially in the Catholic faith.
Looks like Bruins are just gonna run the clock a little bit here.
Trying to waste some time. About a minute left. James for the layup.
And
drove
he
in.
wanted to dunk that one.
You could tell,
he wanted to dunk that one.
A nice little backboard slap he opted for.
Love to see it.
Cheer team still going strong, still cheering them on. Number 11 drives in. Reggie's right there, but it's going to be a foul on, I think, BJ right there.
I think it was maybe Reggie. I'm not sure. Yeah, they're going to say BJ. It's going to be his first foul of the game.
I mean, what do you think is causing all these fouls for the Bruins right now? Like,
well, really, it's just ACCS driving a little bit more than they did in the first half. So it's like,
oh,
nice little shot by number 11.
I think that was the first. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that might have been the first
three-pointer
for the Rebels, and he sank it. Indeed.
Nice little shot.
Coming down to about 25 seconds left in the third quarter. The score is currently 37-24. The Bruins are up by about 13. Jay's dribbling around, gives it to BJ on the wing, who gives it back to Jay at the top of the key, who dribbles it out, trying to set something up. James is sitting right there at the free throw line. Gives it to James. Gives it back to Charlie, who's going to go for the three. Ooh, BJ got up there, though, go for the rebound. What are they going to call right there? 25, some kind of foul on 25. Bruins need to be careful. We're one foul away from letting ACCS be in the bonus, so. Oh, Jay
nice little interception
gets the steal, the interception. That's going to be the end of the third quarter.
That'll be Bruins ball going into the fourth.
Thank you to Sombra Mexican Kitchen for sponsoring the third quarter. Go get yourself some tacos or a quesadilla over down at Sombra, and thank you for them for sponsoring the third quarter. You know, I love Sombra, honestly. Out of all the restaurants around here that serve food like them, I really do like their
Always
chips.
nice
I like their chips the best. They put a little seasoning on there when they cook them. Can't go wrong with their chips. They also have,
nice to go there.
They have a very nice glass of water as well.
Yes, the glasses of water.
I mean, you know, everybody thinks a glass of water is going to be the same at every restaurant you go to, but honestly, it's not. Sometimes it's a little cold, it's a little warm. They might put too much ice, not enough ice. It's a formula, you know.
And they have that fancy little ice that just perfects really.
I mean, but if we're talking about good ice, nothing better than Sonic or Chick-fil-A ice, though.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Nothing better than that. Or a little slushy from Sonic on a Friday night after you come watch the Bruins play basketball. What's better than that?
Yeah. I think we're playing St. Al Friday.
St. Aloysius.
So it should be a nice little.
The Catholic on Catholic rivalry.
Yeah, always love to see it, man.
The battle of the Catholics.
Team from Hattiesburg, team from Madison.
Team from Vicksburg.
Oh, Vicksburg. Should have known. Vicksburg. Team from Vicksburg, team from Madison, to battle it out on senior night. And I think the theme is either NFL or Mardi Gras. I'll keep y'all updated on that.
I'll have to talk to a couple basketball players, figure out the theme. It's going to be a throw-in at the beginning of the fourth quarter for number 11 for the Rebels. Gives it to number 0. He's going to bring the ball up. He recently just checked in the game. Looks like he has some SpongeBob Kyries on. I mean, I'm rating his shoe game right now. I'm impressed.
Really digging it, man. All throughout ACCS lineup, they have amazing shoe game.
Amazing shoe game. Charlie's playing tight defense on him. Number 3 has the ball at the top of the key for the Rebels. Dribbles it down to the corner. Charlie's going to be guarding him, who tries to drive baseline. Gives it to number 15, who couldn't quite hold on to it. Headed out of bounds, but he gets it right out of his hands before he hits the ground out of bounds. Reggie tried to take the charge right there. Couldn't quite fall over to take the charge. Number 3 goes for the hook shot. BJ's right. Reggie fights for the rebound. Good for Reggie, playing tough down there. Ripped it out of number 15's hands. Jay goes for the 3 in the corner. Almost good. Hit the top of the backboard after it hit the rim. Thought he might squeak in, but number 0 for the Rebels brings it up the court. Looks like he might try and drive in. He's going to back out to reset. Number 11 has it on the wing. Jay's coming up on him. Gives it number 15. Reggie gets a hand on it, though, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be the Rebels throw-in.
Nice little hand.
Looks like we're going to run some kind of stack play with number. Going to give it to, looks like number 0, who was the last resort guy normally in those stack plays. Tried to probably get it down to somebody in the paint, but well, it looks like we shut down the paint. It's going to be a foul on Charlie. Number 3, Charlie Zhang. It's going to be his first foul of the game since entering the game. It's going to be the 7th foul for the Bruins. The ACCS Rebels are now in the bonus. So if you don't know how the bonus works in basketball, from 7 team fouls to 10 team fouls, the other team gets free throws called 1-and-1 free throws. which is where you shoot one free throw. If you make that free throw, you get a second free throw. If you miss, it's on to play. Once you hit 10 team fouls, you get both shots. So normally a lot of teams, they might get in the bonus, but they really try to avoid that second bonus because, 2 shots guaranteed. I mean, in my opinion, I would much rather have just the 1 shot guaranteed and then hopefully not another shot. Jay has it at the top of the key for the Bruins. Malik, how do you feel about the new coach's shirts? Looks like they switched it up. We're with the light blue today instead of the
powder blue. You'd love to see it. I think we're really incorporating that powder blue all throughout.
Yeah,
all our sports.
I mean, look at all the logos around the gym lately. The bear looks a little different than he used to, but I mean, I like it. Charlie with the 3 from the wing, just a little short.
Almost in there.
Man.
I think basketball was the first ones to do it, and I think also volleyball's jerseys.
Yeah, basketball, volleyball, and I think maybe girls soccer were the first 3 sports to start it up.
So it should be nice seeing that powder blue being incorporated throughout a bunch of our sports these following years.
Compared to last Friday, this has been a relatively low-scoring game.
Yeah.
Game of a lot of defense. So, 37-24 with about 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Number 11's going to shoot his first free throw for the Rebels. It's got to be good. That means it's got to be a second free throw. Looks like Coach Howe might be getting ready to sub some people in. Not quite sure. We'll see if anybody heads to the scores table to check in. It's going to be a second. I think number 11 is going to be the Rebels shooter. I mean, he hasn't shot much. He's been driving a good bit, but from what I've seen, he's the one that's made the 3, and he's made both his free throws so far today. So he's the one that's been getting the job done from outside the arc. James at the free throw line. It's going to be a foul. Looks like BJ was ready to shoot that one. The parents over here at St. Joe are getting into it. You love to see it. And the enthusiasm, you love to see your parents just supporting you and behind your back, have your back. And that's really what a kid loves to see is his parents that have your back and they support you in what you dream and what you desire to do in life.
Yeah, always easier for you to. I'd say easier really for you to, and really more motivation.
Bang! Little fadeaway from BJ right there at the, right there between the elbow and the block. Little mid-range. They work on those. Thank you to the Hamilton family for that basket.
Bruin's up by like 13 right now. If they increase this lead a little bit more, we should see some of the younger guys come in as well.
Special shout out to all the teachers and St. Joe staff that came out tonight to help out with this game, whether it was from taking tickets to running the scores table, to Mr. Casarino right here helping us run the live stream, to Mrs. Poole, who was the cheer coach, to all the basketball coaches, and especially thank you to the refs as well, taking time out of their nights to come out here and help these kids, play the sport they love, and, especially to the coaches and all the St. Joe staff for helping support this school and helping support this program, which also helps these kids play the sport that they love. Special shout out to the coaches. It takes a lot of heart to be a coach. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of late nights, early mornings, reviewing film. And it takes a special kind of person because, Coach Howe, he loves each and every one of those kids, like his own. And
really goes the extra mile for him.
Even if they're, not his number one player, he still just wants them to succeed in life, whether it's in collegiate sports or they go off to college and become, a big old businessman. He just wants what's best for them, and that's really how every coach here at St. Joe is. Whether it's Coach McCall for baseball or who's the football coach? Coach Moore. They just want them to see them succeed. Or it's Coach Dwayne for the soccer team. Or any other coach. You talk to any of them, and they want to see their boys or their girls succeed in life, whether it's in sports or if it's in something else. And by teaching them the hard work of sports, it also teaches them to have a hard work aspect in life. And, when they get into the workforce, to, just work their butts off. And
really just do your best.
And that's one thing I love about St. Joe is just that whether it's a teacher or it's a coach, they teach me to just work hard and they don't let a whole lot slide, which is how it is in the real world. So Looks like Jay's going to have it at the top of the key.
So steal by him.
Dribbled out of that trap. Jan has it on the wing, looking like he's somewhere. I mean, he's just going to hold the ball. Nobody's playing any defense on him, and he might just hold the ball for all 4 minutes.
And last week he did. I'm pretty sure he pulled it. He pulled that shot from right there.
He did pull that shot right there from the volleyball line, actually.
Yeah, he was hot from 3.
He was. Jan could not miss last Friday. Jay has it at the top. Number 0 for the Rebels is guarding Jay. He drives in, got past his man, gives it to James on 3. James was wide open, but he missed him. James fell down. It's going to be a travel on James. It's going to be a travel on the Bruins. It's going to be the Rebels' ball at the baseline. It's going to be 39 for the Bruins and 26 for ACCS with 4 minutes and about 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. You know, tonight, these guys have been playing their butts off tonight, and I'll give it to them. They've been playing their hearts out, so it's been impressive watching them play, playing some good defense. Number 4 just took a 3, a little long. Number 15 gets the rebound for the Rebels and goes back up for a layup. It's going to be 2 points for the Rebels, and it's going to be a foul, so it's going to be an and 1 chance. Number 25, it's going to be Reggie's 4th foul. He has 1 more foul before he fouls out of the game, but good thing it's close to the end of the game, so even if he does foul out, it's just like him getting subbed out. He's not going to be out for a long time.
Really, Coach Howell just wants them to finish this game off, score a couple points just to tie it, just so that there's no
just to tie the knot, yeah.
Really, I think they're just doing shell drill right here, just keeping the ball to themselves.
Yeah.
Not trying to turn the ball over.
Gives it to James at the free throw line. Gives it back out to BJ at the top of the key. Somebody just screamed, not sure what they said, but it was quite loud. Heard him through the headset. Jay drives in. He's wide open. Goes up for the layup. A little short. Couldn't convert it. BJ gets the hustle play, though, and gets it out. Gets it before it goes out of bounds.
Nice pass.
Reggie right there at the free throw line. Passes it back out to Jan at the top of the key. Number 2 comes out to guard Jan. Jan hits him with a little jab step. Reggie looked like he was about to pull a 3. I thought Reggie was about to pull that.
Nice little floater
by Jan. Man.
Out, but rebound by James. He goes back up. Nice little shot by James. Always nice to see those possessions. And that shot was sponsored by Jolly Orthodontics.
Thank you, Jolly.
Love Jolly Orthodontics.
Gives it to number 4. Goes up for a shot. It's going to be an and 1. Coach Howell was not okay with that call.
Not pleased at all.
Not pleased at all.
Things like this can really put him into the game when it's close like
this. That's going to be James's 4th foul of the game, too. Both of our big men have 4 fouls. Got to be careful. Got to stick the arm straight up. Can't be bending over or anything trying to get a block. Just got to contest the shot.
Bruins up by 9 points with 2 minutes and 39 seconds left.
It's going to be a timeout. Right here, what do you think both coaches have to say to their players? Well, I mean, what do you think Coach Howell is saying to his players right now?
He's saying we got to stop turning the ball over, stop getting fouled, doing useless fouls on defense, really. Just keep the ball, try to run the clock, really, and then just so we can get out of here. And they really just don't want to stay here for any longer. I think overtime your fouls reset, don't they?
I couldn't tell you, but I mean, we don't want to go into overtime. We just want to walk away at the end of the fourth quarter with the dub. So, I mean, honestly, let's just see what can happen here. But I have confidence in the Bruins that we might go on a run right here for the next 2 minutes and pull ahead.
We need, I'd say we need 2 good possessions to seal the game.
It's going to be a 9-point game, 41-32.
Probably going to be expecting a little press man here, maybe press zone.
Yeah, I'm sure the Rebels are going to start probably full court pressing here soon, trying to put some pressure on them. Looks like they're not. But I mean, there's still 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the game, so we're going to see what's going to happen here. Good little student section out here tonight.
Yeah,
a couple students came out, even though it's a Tuesday night. They got homework, tests to study for. It's gonna be
BJ gets fouled.
BJ gets fouled by number 2. It looks like. Yeah, it's going to be number 2, second foul of the game. Number 2 for the Rebels.
Oh, also, I didn't realize ACCS is in the bonus.
ACCS is in the second bonus now. It's 10 fouls, which means they get 2 free throws per foul, which always sucks to see, but it happens. Reggie has the ball, gives it to Jan on the wing. Jay got tripped up, but he's back on his feet in the corner. BJ has the ball. He's double teamed. James had it for a little mid-range. Call it travel on James. I think when he went to catch the ball, he might have took a step too late as he was trying to step as he caught the ball. Number 4 and number 1 for the Rebels are going to check back into the game for number 0. And I'm not sure who else, but it's, you know.
So let's see what ACS can do right here.
Number 1 has it on the wing, gives it to number 2 in the corner, gives it to number 4 on the block. Number 4 drives in, couldn't hold on to the ball. Ooh, it's going to be a
ACCS's ball.
Rebels ball. I think a Bruin player might have tipped it on its way out.
Unfortunate.
The minute 39 left in the game. It is still a 9-point game. They give it out to number 1 who pulls a 3. Couldn't get it. Reggie gets the rebound. Way to get up there by Reggie. I mean, he got high right there. Jay has it at the top. Gives it to Jan on the wing, who gives it to James on the block. Thought he might have pulled a 3 right there, but he decided against that.
Oh, he wanted one.
But he made the better decision and decided, give the ball to the point guard, let him set something up. Number 1's playing heavy defense on Jay right now. Gives it back to Jay from Reggie. Counting it out for the 5 seconds. He needs to create some separation.
This is the second drive I was talking about.
James goes up.
Oh,
got to use the backboard right there.
Chili's going to get back on defense.
Nice little tip by Jay, a little back tip right there. And it's going to still be the Rebels ball. 53 seconds left.
Man.
About a minute left in the 4th quarter. Towards the end of the game. Still a 9-point game. Tight defense right now. Everybody's struggling to score, but that means good defense is being played, which you love to see.
Coach Powell's screaming talk. That's one of the key things to do on defense.
Yeah, they need to talk on defense. That's that's a key thing, Malik.
Oh.
I thought number 11 was about to shoot.
Yeah.
He is going to shoot. Oh, we got to get the rebound right there. We got to remember to block out.
It's going to be out on ACCS.
It's going to be out on ACCS. It's going to be white ball with 30 seconds left. Maybe
it's going to seal the game.
I think it might. Maybe take a knee. Football style.
I think taking a knee is really the thing to do right here, man. Roll the ball down the court, take a knee.
Yeah, we got to run the ball. We can't throw the ball right here because if it's an incomplete pass, the game stops.
You're right.
Oh, looks like it's going to be a full court press. Need to get somebody open. Oh, Jay still gets the ball. Thought number 0 might have. Still, Jay dribbles out of all 3 defenders. I mean, he's running around. Looked like a dog at the dog park running around. And you know why I say that? Because the Bruins got that dog mentality.
Got that dog in him.
Got that dog. Got that dog mindset.
One thing I just noticed, I noticed it earlier, but Alan Teague is sitting in the stands right now watching his
Alan
teammates fall out.
Teague, he played for the Bruins, and he actually went on to play collegiate basketball for Tougaloo.
Yeah.
Right down the street in Jackson. You love to see it. Looks like it's going to be the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in tonight. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's going to foul him with 0.9 seconds left.
Oh, wow.
Not really sure what you can do there.
9 points left. 9 seconds. 0.9 seconds left.
Thank you. And the game is going to be, probably ends up being 41-32.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a final.
Thanks for listening and watching tonight's basketball game. I want to thank my on-air partner, John Gibson. Once again from the Bruin Den, your St. Joe boys basketball game defeated the ACCS Rebels
41-32.
41-32. The Varsity boys will return to action on Friday, January 13th with a home game right here in the Bruin Den when they host St. Al Vicksburg. It will be senior night Friday as we salute the seniors who have meant so much to the boys and girls varsity basketball program. We will bring you all the action live on Bruin Sports Radio on WJXCLP and we will broadcast the action live here on our Bruin News Now YouTube channel. Remember that that is Friday night. We will have 4 games that night with the JV girls at 4 p.m. The JV boys at 5, the varsity girls at 6, and the varsity boys at about 7:15. Admission is $8, and St. Joe students get in free. Tonight's live broadcast and webcast is a production of Bruin Media Group and the St. Joseph Catholic School Student Media Program. This broadcast and webcast is copyright 2020 to 2023 by Bruin Media Group and St. Joe's Catholic, 308 New Mansdale Road in Madison. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this program is forbidden without express permission from Bruin Sports Radio, Bruin News Now, and St. Joseph Catholic. Once again, your final score to the Bruin Den from the Bruin Den tonight. Your St. Joe Bruins team beat the ACCS Rebels
41-32.
Love to see it.
From all of us here at Bruin Sports, thank you. And just remember, if you want to come out and see us on Friday, me and Malik will be in suit and ties. So just remember that if you want to come see us all dressed up. Thank you and have a good night.
Have a good night, guys.